my primary palate note is strawberries.
Huh. That's so funny you say that. All right, guys. Another week, another re-entry buzz. You know how it goes. Blind tasting competition. We've selected out of our about 150 samples, sample number 135. We didn't start at 1 because we didn't want to be like, obviously we know which one's 1. I forget what number we start at. Somewhere in the 80s.
Yeah.
We have a lot of these samples. This one is 135. So you know how it goes. We're going to sip, we're going to sniff, we're going to do one of each. And we're going to say how much we pay for it before we give our notes, before we give our guesses. What do you think of the color of this?
So it has a interesting reddish, rusty tint to it that I think is pretty cool.
Terracotta, perchance.
Oh, dude, what the heck? This nose is so weird.
Oh, I like that.
Jam-packed with flavor.
I like that.
On the nose. Dude, it smells thick. It smells thick and flavorful.
With 2 C's, baby. Thick base, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
Where's my Michter's bottle? There it is. Thick base, baby. Tall shoulders, thick base.
This is weird. This is weird.
I like it.
Like, I think I like it. I like it because it's weird.
That's good.
How much would you pay for this?
100, maybe.
I don't know. I'm more like 70.
Okay. We'll see. You know, the second sip tells a lot more than the first. So the first sip gave me about $100 idea.
Yeah.
Why don't we come back? We'll give some notes. We'll give some guesses. But before then, let's take a quick break. All right, we're back, everyone. I actually still love this whiskey. Brian, do you still love this whiskey? Or did you like it more or less or equal?
Assessment did not change. There are things about this that I think are subpar, which I'll explain.
Oh, dude, I loved this whiskey. Which is funny because you normally love whiskeys more than I do on these cups. I figure you do. Anyway. So let's go through our notes first. I'll go through my notes, then you can go through your notes. Nose, actually, okay, you go through your notes first because I actually mentioned what I think this is on my finished note.
Okay. All right. So nose, I said simultaneously maximum fruity and floral.
Ooh, I can dig that. I agree
big time
with that.
Fruity floral. Yeah. On the palate, my primary palate note is strawberries.
Huh. That's so funny you say that.
Yeah.
Go on.
And strawberries, very herbal, and then like a kind of mellow it out note is caramel. I did get like maybe a little more on the finish. But the finish though is really what kills me on this. I think it's fine. I think it's a fine whiskey, but the finish is just bitter and a smidge soapy to me.
Didn't get that at all. But I respect your opinion.
Whew, good. All right, we can continue then.
Yeah, you're still a part of the podcast. Okay, so you done?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Here's my notes. You're not gonna believe this because we're very similar.
Really?
Nose. I said strawberry nose. Like strawberry syrup.
Yeah.
That's what I wrote for the nose. For the palate, I said beautiful, light berry, fruity palate, soft, but not like harsh at all.
Yeah.
On the finish, I said very pleasant, soft and subtle. Reminds me of something I've drank it in before. Reminds me of Wilderness Trail weeded bourbon. Catching on? Okay, I'll list my guesses first. So I was between, I was kind of between, I was like, I think this is Wilderness Trail because they do a great job with these kind of notes.
Nice.
But I decided to go the bourbon route. I originally wrote rye, but I changed it to bourbon. Secondary grain, I said rye, even though this reminded me of a weeded bourbon from from Wilderness Trail. I decided to go rye just to be safe. Distillery Wilderness Trail. Proof 112.
Ooh,
crap. I could see it being less. I can see it being less, but that was my gut. That was going with my gut originally.
Yeah.
Age 7 years. Finished? No. Bottle, Wilderness Trail, Bottled and Bond Rye. A little bit of hedge there.
Yeah.
But the score, I gave it a 9.2. I love this pour. Love it.
Love it.
What about you?
All right. So I sipped it as you spoke your finish notes, and then you said you think it's a bourbon, and I'm like, dang, that just feels so right. But can't change it. I went with
My
rye.
mind's telling me no.
But my body.
My body is telling me yes. Anyway, go on.
Type rye, secondary grain malty bees, distillery.
Ooh.
I said new riff because
I get behind that.
a lot of maltiness from this. And I did a quick Google. I was like, quick malted rye. What are malted ryes? And like,
they got one.
I believe it or not, I thought a new riff malted rye on my own, but when I Googled malted rye, all I was seeing was new riff. I was like, is there a way I can hedge on this at all? And it turns out the answer is no. I had my proof at 100, and then my last minute, I'm gonna regret this change, was changing my proof to 94.
Oh, so I originally was probably at 100 too, and I went up.
That's funny.
But it was mostly my first note was about 110-ish.
Yeah. The bitterness on this that I was getting, I did not attribute to an ABV burn. I attributed it to a youthy soapiness. So
I did not get that.
I ended up coming down, and that's why.
Okay.
So anyway, age, I said 5. I don't even remember what you said on age. What'd you say?
7.
Yeah. Okay. I did change age from 6 to 5.
Nice.
Finished. I went ahead and said yes, sherry, just in case, because there were a lot of strawberry fruity notes on there. Bottle, I said new riff malted rye, and score. I said 7.8. I said just a middle of the road C. This does not do
here.
This. Like, there's interesting things about this, but do I like this? Extremely meh.
Okay, so it's funny you say that, because like I love strawberry notes. I can eat up strawberry notes.
Nice.
So it's funny you say that. Have you ever had new riff malted rye?
I think I have, and I really didn't like it.
Yeah, me neither. I thought it was way too funky.
Yeah.
So let's figure it out. You got your sample right here?
Yeah, it's in a drawer.
Let's do it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, wow. You might have won this one. Interesting.
Okay.
This is a rare character. Trevor's out of Scottsdale, right?
Yeah.
Straight rye. Trevor's pick out of straight rye, finished in white port. 113.
I know. You did well.
Baby.
You did well on proof.
Yes, I did. All right, we'll be right back. We'll count up our scores, and we'll let you guys know how we did. We'll be right back. Wow, close one today. Close one. Maybe I lost. Maybe I won. We'll see. Maybe neither. Who knows? So yes, like we said, we are drinking a rare character pick that is a straight rye finished in white port. 113.24 proof. So I said it was a bourbon. Ooh, that's a nice bottle. Brian said it was a rye. Brian was right. It is a rye. So he got 3 points there. I said secondary grain was rye. Brian said secondary grain was malty bees here. We actually don't have the mash bill. Yeah. We assume it might be corn, but we don't know.
I did find one instance. So rare characters always have these codes of what it is on here. This one's a WP for white port, R for rye, and then 01, the very first barrel they've ever done. That's cool. I did find one other listing online of a WPR that actually said that their mash bill was a secondary grain corn. So if anything, maybe this is a secondary grain corn, but it is not confirmed. So
neither of us would have gotten it either way. So 0 points across the board there. Distillery, I said Wilderness Trail. Brian said New Riff. We both got 0 points. Neither of us got it. Proof, I was way closer. I said it was 112. Brian said it was 94. It was 113.74, which gave me 3 points there. So I caught up to Brian so far, 3-3. Age, this is where it got very cool. The age was 6.25, 6 months or 6 years, 3 months. Technically based on our formula, which we use rounding. We say, what's the difference and what's the absolute value of the difference? So how close were we? I said 7 years. Brian said 5 years. It was a 6.25. We each got 2 points from that.
I got rounded up. Cole got rounded down.
Exactly. If it had been 6.5,
yep,
I would have won.
Yep.
And Brian would have lost. So it was pretty close. The finish, yes, it is finished, and it is finished in white port barrels. I said it was not finished. Brian said it was a sherry finish. Neither of us got that one. Bottle guest says Wilderness Trail. I said Wilderness Trail bottled and bond rye. Brian said New Riff malted rye. Neither of us got that one. Total score, 5 points to 5 points. Another tie this round.
Crazy.
So we had a tie last time. Yeah. And a high value tie last time.
Yeah.
So this puts us at 1-1 to 2 record here. So we are tied, 1 win, and 2 ties.
Yeah.
So this will be a very interesting season.
Yeah.
So far we're neck and neck, and very much neck and neck. But I very much appreciate that we got similar notes.
Yeah, I know. The strawberries. Mm-hmm. The strawberries taste like strawberries. That's the
and
what do you know?
I'm kidding. Did you really enjoy this pick before you blinded it?
Yes.
Oh, but not as much anymore.
Yes. If you had asked me my general sentiment about this bottle, I would have said, yeah, I think it's pretty good. I like it. Yeah. But now that I've blinded it and had no idea what it was, my general sentiment is like, yeah, it's okay, I guess.
I dig it. I love it. I think it's a great pick.
Yeah, so. Well, see how much I have left here. So,
yep. Hey, that's good news right there. Well, guys, thank you for watching another episode of the Reentry Buzz. We appreciate you all watching. We appreciate your support, and I hope you can cheer for us on Matt Madness, unless we've already lost at this point.
Right.
But I have a feeling we'll do really well this year because we've been practicing hardcore, just like last season, hardcore. But we hope to see you guys there. Otherwise, any thoughts, Brian, before we close it out?
I am good.
All right. We'll see you guys next time on the Reentry Buzz. With 2 C's, baby. Thick based, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
Where's my Michter's bottle? There it is.